Yo, how's it, YouTube? Bit of a different video today from what I normally used to do on this channel. Not a Duel Links video today, a TCG video. Recently been getting quite into the TCG. I've quite enjoyed it. The current meta is really nice for me personally, and I kind of just wanted to, in today's video, highlight a deck that I feel is kind of underexplored in the current meta. Of course, that's Melodious, as some of you might know from if you check out my Twitter. I've been Melodious posting quite a bit recently. Yeah, again, it's just a deck I feel that's quite underrepresented, underexplored, and I feel that it's quite well situated in the current meta, especially with all the the dual losses and shifters and hand traps going around. I think it slots in very nicely. But yeah, let's cut to the deck list and I'll explain my choices and everything as usual. Let me know if you want to see more of this type of content from me instead of Duel Links. I don't know what type of content there is to make about the TCG apart from deck profiles, and I don't do a lot of different decks. Kind of only recently got into it, but yeah, let me know if there's anything else you would want to see from me. So, of course, the 9 one-card starters. I got my QCR first movement similar. I've only got one. I just picked that up today after winning today. And the refrain, these are your one-card starters. They all get you fairly deep into a sort of combo. Sometimes, well, a lot of the times, even allowing to play through a few hand traps. And then to round off the scales, we've got 3 couplet. This is a semi-starter. If you open up any other name, you get the fusion spell, Concerto, where you search off of the scale, and that gets you into Baka into combo. So this is a semi-starter, the couplet. So already this deck is quite consistent. Then, pretty standard, you play 2 copies of Soprano. This is a extender, but it's your main way of getting multiple fusions off over the course of your combo. It's a soft once per turn, as a lot of old cards are. Then for the extenders, I run 2 Sonata. A lot of people have been playing 3. I chose to cut down because you don't really need to see extenders that often, I've discovered. And I just decided to take out that slot for an extra hand trap. I think that's pretty pivotal in this current meta. You want to see quite a bit of hand traps, and Melodious is a deck that you can run a lot of hand traps without being punished too much. Another extender cannon, this one's a one-of, obviously everyone's playing it as a one-of. Its summon is only once per turn. Level 4 gets you into Baguska if you really need to. It doesn't really come up too often though. And then the bricks, play the... Oh, sorry, that's been skew the whole time. The one Shuberta and the Aria. You have to play these, they're vital to the combos. They're not hard bricks. There are ways of discarding them. There's the link that you can discard. You can discard them off of Herald of Orange Light, get them into the grave, get them in cycle. So not too bad bricks, but you probably don't want to see them most of the time. Then for an extra bit of consistency, we play the one pot. You really want to be seeing your 1-card combos, and this gets you into them quite often. The one Called by the Grave, this stops ashes on your ostinatos, just makes your 1-card combos go through. That's pretty important, I felt. Talents as a one-of, not gonna lie, I just really love this card. It's kind of the 40th card. Yeah, it's really good. There's not much to say about that. Then we've got the Holy Grail. Let me just move these off to the side. So that's pretty much engine and power spells. Then onto the hand traps. Let me just double check. Yeah, so we got 17 non-engine, well, 17 hand traps. I got the 3 Ash, the 3 Veiler, and the 3 Impim. That's the big 3 there. Then, because this deck is all fairies, you can play Herald. And Herald is insane. Herald hits Mulch Armies, both of them. It hits Shifter, it hits, obviously, I said like Cold By hits Ash. This can also hit Ash if you need to. Hits Veiler on either the normal summon or the Baja. Yeah, this just hits everything. Make sure your combos go through. And obviously, going second, having this in hand, and a semi-dead Melodious in hand is a very strong form of interruption. Negate and destroy. Not a lot of decks have access to that. Then, interesting choice for me, I was playing Ghost Bell. My thought process behind this was that I thought there were going to be quite a few Tempais at my locals. There have been in the past. This does help versus Tempai, especially if they are forced to go into something like Black Rose before the battle phase to clear your monsters, because you end on Aria, they can't swing over them in battle. So this just, drawing this along with combo kind of helps insulate against the Tempai OTK. It also helps versus Bastiles, especially going first if the opponent Bastiles a key part of the combo out the grave. Just protecting your grave during your turn 1 is very important. That's why I do really like Ghost Bell. And then the last 2 cards to round off for 40 is 2 Ghost Ogres. Ghost Ogre just feels really strong. It feels like one of the best hand traps in the current format. It hits so much from Snake Eyes, Nightmare Pain. From Snake Eyes. Well, more so the Fiendsmith and Azamina stuff, to Yubel like Nightmare Pains, Centurions. Yeah, I would say it's everything. It's everything in the meta. It's really good. Alright, onto the extra deck. Bear in mind, I don't have access to things like SP, Typhon. It's just been out of my price range a little bit. So here it is, 3 Baja. Also, it does kind of work in favor or advantage that it makes Prosperity a bit more comfortable to use. There's quite a few things, quite a few different options you have of banishing off of Prosperity without those power extra deck monsters. So we run 3 Baja, 2 Etoile, 2 Schuberta. Schuberta is... I used to like ending on Schuberta, but lately I've liked ending on Baja. If I can make 2 extra fusions on top of Etoile, obviously I'll make one of each, Schuberta and Baja. But if I have to choose between one, recently I've liked going for Baja. It helps more versus board breakers. Obviously the graveyard interruption from Schuberta is really good. Triple DD Crow is kind of insane. But most of the time I find myself wanting Baja on the field. But that's just a niche thing that I found quite interesting. Then Bloom Prima is my way to OTK a lot of the time. This has come up quite a few times. I really like this card. I am missing, now that I think about weird fusions, the one fusion that was played in Duel Links. I can't remember the name of it. It's the one that can't be destroyed and it reflects damage. I don't play that one, I just haven't had access to it. I haven't really missed it, so it's kind of whatever to not be playing that. Then the one of Bloom Harmonist. This is quite pivotal to combos, summons 2 from deck, it's pretty good. And then onto the... yeah, that's all the engine extra deck I have. Onto the non-engine extra deck. Underworld Goddess, I just love this card, I include it in every deck I can. It just helps out problematic monsters like Chaos Angel summoned with Light and Dark. It helps in VV, which has actually come up a lot more than I would have thought. Just being able to link off the negate ritual, and then you've got a free guy. This is pretty good. I love this card. Protector of the Agent's Moon. This card outs Floodgates. This deck does struggle, Melodious in general does struggle against back row decks. So this helps deal with back row, sort of. Also against skill drain, because it tributes for cost. Contribute itself and pop a Floodgate of your choice. Nightmare Phoenix, same vein, deals with back row, it's pretty good. I like this card. I think this card's underrated. A lot more decks should play this, I think. Just to deal with back row. But Lizard Haggados. Lizard Haggados, this is actually MVP in the extra deck. Just being able to get rid of 2 bodies that you don't really want on board. Or if you're stuck with 1 body from like the last turn, you can just normal summon anything and make this. And then being able to banish for cost, potentially get a draw out of it if they don't ash it. And then your board's clear for you to activate things like Ostinado, First Movement, Solo. I really like this card, especially in Melodious, but also in other decks. I've found myself saying, wait, what if I played Haggados, Lizardos, or whatever the card's called. I love this card. Then we got Baguska. Yeah, if you get hit with like D-Barrier or something, just being able to get 2 level 4s on board, put this in defense, sit on it. Pretty good. And you can just link it off the next turn for Lizardos and draw a card and go off. Or whenever you do reach your combo. And then Gravity Controller. Gravity Controller is... Oh, you probably know, if you're watching this video, you understand Melodious. If your Waka gets interrupted, like Vela or Imperm, and link it off, this can help extend plays. It's not a complete replacement for the combo. Your combo is a bit weaker if you have to do this, but it is an option. It helps you not just end your turn after you get Veiled or Impermed. And then my side deck for the past 2 weeks. We got Tam Tam for time, obviously. Yeah, no need to explain too much into that. Double Droll, double Mourner. These are both aside in going second against big combo decks. Mourner's really good against the Fiendsmith stuff. You hit its sequence and it's a very big stop to their combo. Well, not complete stop, maybe. It might stop their combo. But yeah, it halts them quite a bit. Back row removal, 1 Harpies, double Cosmic. Again, this deck does struggle against back row. Quite a few do, I believe, in the current meta. Yeah. Then we got the 1 Rivalry for going first against decks that struggle against it. Keeping going first, Solemn Judgment. I used to not run this card, but I really like this card, just putting it whenever you go first. Except obviously in time. Just being able to put this going first, just negate anything, it's really good. I love this card going first. And then Evenly Matched, the 3 of for going second. It's my board break of choice. You can run Droplet, just like Evenly a bit better. In the current meta, for no particular reason. Yeah, actually, you can just swap this for Dark Relay if you need to, if you feel like it. This is the one card that I really don't have an explanation for. It's there. Yeah, and that is my Melodious deck profile. So I forgot to mention at the start, I did play this for the same list 2 weeks in a row at locals. First week I went 4-0, second week I went 3-1, won both of them, got some goodies. And yeah, again, I just want to highlight that, or stress, that I really think this deck is underrepresented, underexplored in the current meta. And I hope more people pick it up and do well with it. I believe there's YCS Bologna coming up. I really hope some people play this and it does well, because I believe it. I definitely believe it can. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today for my video. Thank you all for watching. If you do want to see more of the TCG stuff, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. There's another deck profile I can do. Maybe I'll work on Mimiggles. They do struggle a bit though in the current meta. But yeah, otherwise I am starting to stream a Duel Links League, Team Wars. It's a quite prestigious league in the community. I'll be streaming that on my Twitch channel. You can find that in the description box. Drop a follow if you want. I'm going to be streaming mostly Duel Links, maybe some Master Duel. Actually, when Melodious comes to Master Duel, I'm going to be streaming that non-stop. That's going to be fun when that happens. But yeah, otherwise, cheers, bye.